Hello and welcome back. Today we are talking about lists in Microsoft Word. So I'm just going to say let's get into it. When you guys look at your directions today, and I'm going to go ahead and kill the webcam so we can see all of this, you guys will see that your learning goal is that you'll be able to use lists in Microsoft Word. You'll be able to edit documents to include numbered lists, bulleted lists, multi-leveled lists, and symbols using Microsoft Word. All right. I'm going to introduce the lesson to you right here, but just in case you're doing this strictly just on YouTube, you can pause me and you can go right here to this link, and I will put this in your directions. And the first step is going to be to hold Control and go ahead and click on this to download our practice document that we're going to edit for this particular assignment. All right. And just give it a minute so we can pop this open. Here we go. And the first thing that I'm going to do, and the first thing that you should do, is go ahead and do a save as and put this in our cloud drive. All right. No, I'm just going to put it right there. I don't want to put it in my use certify stuff. All right. And now I know it's going to be saved. There. And then every so often I'm going to come up here and hit this as I edit. All right. So on page 1 it says select the text under agenda. So you'll notice right here we have a list. I'm going to go ahead and click and drag to select the list. It says on the Home tab, click the drop down arrow next to bullets, and a menu of bullet styles will appear. And then choose the square bullet. All right, so we're going to go ahead and come right up here into the paragraphs group of our Microsoft Word document, and I'm going to stretch this open so that you guys can see all of the tools here, because there's a little bit more into the paragraph group, and you'll see bullets and numbers over here, and I'm going to click the arrow next to bullets, and I'm going to go ahead and apply the square bullets. All right, just like that. And then it says, by dragging the indent markers on the ruler, you can customize the indenting of your list and the distance between the text on the bullet or the number. Select the text starting with New Members Introduction and ending with New TTI Facebook Page, and use the left indent marker to indent the text at 0.75 mark on the ruler. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to select the text from New Members Introduction to New TTI Facebook Page. You can see that my ruler is already on. If your ruler is not already on, go to the View tab, and you'll see a little checkbox here, and go ahead and turn on your ruler. Alright, and this may or may not be your first introduction to indent markers in Microsoft Word, although there is a lesson on my YouTube page dealing with indents and tabs. Alright, but this right here, if you hover over them, you'll see that we have 3 different indent markers. That's your left indent marker. The upside down caret is your first line indent, and this little bitty square right there is your left indent marker. All right? Or sorry. That's your left indent marker. Where's your hanging? Am I frozen? Uh-oh. Okay, it's really hard to hover over these things, but if you hover over them, you'll get a little pop-up, and this is actually your hanging indent marker right here, which I just got it. Now it doesn't want to do it, but there, I just saw it. Oh my god, this right here is your hanging indent marker. This is your left indent marker. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and reselect my text here, and I'm going to grab my left indent marker and grab it and take it to the 0.75 mark. And notice how I'm not clicked up here. That's your hanging indent. This is your left indent. Excuse me. All right, let's move on. Select the text under Farewell Dinner Preparation. Select the text under Farewell Dinner Preparation. I see it. Boom. On the Home tab, click the drop down arrow next to the numbering command. Move the mouse over the various numbering styles and a live preview will appear in the document. Select the 1, 2, 3 numbering style. Alright, so under the Home tab, we're going to go into the numbers this time, and you're going to see that we do have various formats of numbers, and they want us to use this one right here, the number alignment left. Alright, with the little parentheses after the numbers. It looks very nice. Alright, place your cursor at the end of Send Invitations and press enter. Type day of dinner. Alright, so we're going to separate this. I'm going to go ahead and press enter, and then I'm going to go ahead and backspace to get rid of the number. I'm going to type day of dinner. I'm going to go ahead and put my cursor up here in farewell dinner preparation, and I'm going to use the format painter to copy the format onto day of dinner so that it looks pretty uniform like that. All right, and that's what we did right here. Use the format painter right there. Okay, right click in front of the text, approve location setup, and restart the numbering at 1. All right, so right here next to approve location setup, I'm going to right click and I'm going to say restart at 1, and now you'll notice I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it restarts 1, 2, 3. All right. Scroll back up to page 1 and select the text call to order. On the Home tab, click the drop down arrow next to the bullet command and select define new bullet. Ooh, and we're going to insert a symbol. All right, so scroll back up to page 1. All right, and select call to order. Is that what it wants me to do? Yeah, call to order. And we're going to go into the symbols group. So in the numbering group, in the bullets group, it wants us to define a new bullet with a symbol. Okay, so we're going to go over here and we're going to say define new bullet. And this is kind of fun. You can use pictures, you can change font colors, or you can do a symbol, which is what we're going to do. Right here is the different types of fonts that we can use, and we're going to use Wingdings, which is crazy. And then in Wingdings, you should be able to find the registered symbol. If you can't, there's all kinds of fun little symbols in here. You should look through here if you've never looked through Wingdings before. But on your test, they want you to use the registered symbol or the trademark symbol. So if you can't find it in here, yeah, where is it? Okay, yeah, I don't know why it wants us to use Wingdings, because the registered symbol is not in Wingdings. Although Wingdings is fun. Like I said, if you haven't looked through here, there's all kinds of little symbols, which today I guess we would call emojis, kind of, sort of. But go ahead and click here next to the font group and scroll all the way up. There's a lot of fonts. And go to normal text. And then try to hover over some of these until you see the registered symbol, which is right here. It looks like a little R with a circle around it. And then go ahead and click OK. All right. And now you have a little R next to the word call of order. And let's go ahead and see what else we got to do here. Where's our directions? All right. That's not where we are. Okay. Oh, and look, it wanted us to use the TM symbol. I just looked at that in the directions and I messed up. All right, so let's go ahead and change that. Let's go back and define new bullet, and let's go to symbol, and they want us to use TM, trademark symbol. It's kind of the same thing, not really, kind of, sort of. So see if we can find it here. All right, and there it is. It's right here by the onk. You'll see TM, and go ahead and just click OK and OK, and that's what it should look like right there. All right. Where are we now? Scroll to page 3. Select the text under New Members, starting with Caroline and ending with Co-Treasurer, and format it as a bulleted list. All right. Caroline and Co-Treasurer, and format it as a bulleted list. Now, if it just says bulleted list, then you want to use these right here. These are your basic bullets, all right? This is called hollow bullets, square bullets, but if it's just a bulleted list, it's this one right here, all right? If it's not specific, and your test might be like that too, if it's not specific, just use the basic bullet, all right? With the text still selected, use the define new bullet dialog box to change the bullets to a green star. Hint, you can find the star in the Wingdings font. Oh, here we go again. To a green star. So we're going to say define new bullet. We're going to say symbol. We're going to go Wingdings. Oop. And we're going to find a star somewhere. It's very not, oh, there's a bunch of stars. There it is right there. Star. Okay. Now, we're not going to be done here because now, once we click OK, it does say it wants it to be a green star. All right, so now we're going to go up here and we're going to say define new bullet and we're going to say font, color, green. All right, just like that. Fun times. Increase the indent level by 1 for the lines social media marketing, fundraising, and co-treasurer. Social media marketing. I'm going to click right in front of it. And in order to increase the list level by 1, I'm just going to press tab on my keyboard. And if you have your ruler open, you can see that pressing tab increases your indent by 0.5. All right. And I think they said what? Co-treasurer, I want to say. Yep. Increase the indent level by 2 for the line primarily in Europe. Like that. Okay, and I just press tab twice in order to do that. In the treasurer's report list, decrease the indent level by 1 for the line amount available this month. So right here, I'm going to click in front of amount available this month. So increasing my list level is to press tab. Decreasing is to press shift and hold shift and then press tab on my keyboard. And that brings it back. That's technically called decreasing your list level. Bulleted lists that are over here, this is called a level 1, this is called a level 2, and then if I were to increase the list level one more time, that's called a level 3. And pressing shift tab brings it back to a level 2. So that's decreasing the list level or demoting. And when I press tab, I'm promoting or increasing the list level. All right. Keywords that you might need to remember. In the communications list report, restart the numbering at 1. All right. Communications list report, restart the numbering at 1. Communications list, oh, right here. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to click right here and I'm going to right click and I'm going to say restart at 1. Very easy. All right. So let's go ahead and just kind of scroll through this. When everything is said and done, you should have a trademark symbol next to call of order. And these should be nice square bullets. Down here on page 2, we made this a numbered list. We inserted day of dinner. And then we restarted the list level at 1, 2, 3 under day of dinner. And then on page 3, we inserted stars for bullets. We increased and decreased list levels. And we restarted a list level at number 1. All right. So when everything is said and done, this is your lesson on lists in Microsoft Word. All right. I hope you liked this lesson. If you did, subscribe and like this video. Thank you and have a good day, guys.